Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. It is the Neil Simon Festival, a very exciting time here in Cedar City, which also comes to Park City at the Egyptian Theater, where we can see amazing entertainment right here. I am joined by the founder and director, as well as the artistic director, Rick Bugg and Peter Sham.
Hi.
How are you guys today?
Great.
Thank you for coming on the show this morning.
Our pleasure.
We've had you guys a couple of times on the show to talk about the festival. So tell us what's new, what's to expect.
Well, it's the 15th anniversary of the Neil Simon Festival, so we're even more excited this year. We've been breaking records in our 15th year, and it's quite exciting. This is the 6th year I think we've come to the Egyptian in Park City, which is so fun. I mean, the history. It's like coming to, for me, it's like being in an old off-Broadway or theater. You know, when I used to do a lot of off-Broadway in New York, it feels like that. It's got a real New York feel to it.
Yeah, it's an old theater.
It's beautiful, yeah. Old is New York, yes. It's beautiful, and we bring the third installment of his Brighton Beach trilogy. We did Brighton Beach Memoirs last year, and this is the third play of that cycle called Broadway Bound, which follows the Jerome family as the boys grow up.
And Eugene is sort of the main youth, a little bit of a growing up story, right?
Yeah, Eugene is Neil Simon, essentially. These are semi-autobiographical plays, and so you see the young writer learning his craft and dealing with family problems and family humor and wonderful characters that he draws from all his life.
It's just incredible writing. I mean, I think, you know, there's a reason that these plays have been done and have continued to be shown and have these festivals, you know, and people really love to see these plays.
Yeah. Well, because no one writes about the human condition as well as Neil Simon, and laces it with comedy like Neil Simon. So you're laughing one moment and you're crying the next moment, and in this particular play, it's very neat to watch his interpretation of his emergence as one of the great writers of all time, him and his brother actually, going into television and into radio. And then they'll go on to do other things as well. But it's kind of fun. It's always interesting to me to see where genius grows. You know, what was the incubator for genius? You know, it's fascinating. It's always surprising. Where great minds come from. They actually come from the normal, mundane worlds. You know, they don't come, it's not, you'd think this is genius upbringing, but it really isn't. It's usually from some challenges, and it kind of comes from that, which is neat to watch.
So last year I had the opportunity to see Brighton Beach.
Yeah.
And so now this year we'll have to come back and see the third installment. So tell me how people can get involved. Where can we get tickets?
Well, you can go to the Egyptian box office. I think they're open all day long till 5.
Yeah, they'll be open at 10.
10 o'clock. Yeah, they'll be open as soon as
649-9371.
Very good.
Yeah.
Good night.
Wow.
We're playing nightly, 8 o'clock every night this week. Sunday at 6 p.m.
Okay.
And we've had phenomenal crowds, so get your tickets now because it's selling very, very well.
It's going to sell out, you think, this
year?
I
think it's pretty darn close, It's terrific. We've been getting standing ovations every night, so it's really quite exciting. It's great to be here.
Yeah, I mean, I remember being very impressed last year.
Well, you got a real savvy audience here in Park City, I must say. And they really, it seems to me, being on the other side, they get the depth of these plays better than anywhere else we play them. I mean, it's really extraordinary to watch the audience.
The audience engagement is fun, and that makes it so much more fun to be in an audience that's as engaged and excited and laughing with you and crying with you. And it's a very human play. He writes to the heart, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, in Cedar City we have a hometown crowd that certainly have great followers, and we love Cedar City. But this is a melting pot here. When you come here and you know, the ethnic groups that come here, much more diverse than in Cedar City, and there's something for everyone in this play, especially.
So, Peter, talk to me a little bit about founding this festival.
Rick.
Oh, sorry, Rick. Talk to me a little bit about founding this festival and kind of what inspired you 15 years ago.
Well, I was reading one of his plays about 18 years ago, I think, and I noticed on the dust cover the list of his plays, and it was a long list, I think only one shy of Shakespeare. And I thought, this is the most popular playwright in American history. Why isn't somebody doing a festival of his works? And I checked into it. Nobody was, so I decided to start it. And I thought I should probably have Neil Simon's blessing, so I tracked down a number for him from a celebrity friend of mine and called thinking I'd get a secretary or an agent, and a voice said, "Hello?" And I said, "Mr. Simon?" He said, "Yes." So I was shaking a little, but we had a nice conversation, and he was honored. His big question was, why Utah?
Yeah.
Utah is like Mars to him. He's never been here, and he didn't understand. And so I explained to him the long tradition of theater here, and how we really honor theater and storytelling, and especially his kind of storytelling with character-driven plots. And so we've been going ever since. We tried to get him to come out one year, and he had to back out, and now he's 90. And probably won't be traveling, but he knows what we're doing. We keep him informed, and
his work lives on.
That's right.
Sure does. Sure does.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the show. And it's EgyptianTheater.com, you said?
EgyptianTheater.com, yeah.
So get your tickets right away. It looks like this play might be selling out. You can go Sunday or throughout the rest of the week. And stay tuned, much more to come.